So it starts off with the cameraman recording footage of hella bodies being let out in the sewers, and I wonder who could have done that. I mean, surely isn't this random suspicious guy that's across the street, right?
He's just standing there, menacingly!
Oh yeah, I've seen enough. It was definitely him. You can just tell by the way he got that eyes closed and smack combo. He one of those. And just by his spiritual pressure alone, Ritsu and a guy who looks like he could grow up to be Wally West, or Syndrome, knew that this mystery guy had to go. But even with all that spiritual pressure, this Esper isn't even the final boss. Hence why Ritsu told Sho that he'll run the ones so Sho can face his dab. Hearing this, Sho super jumps like he's the Hulk, and then surfs on top of this giant wave. And by using the wave as a distraction, Ritsu throws fire extinguishers at Shimazaki, only for him to take a nonchalant photo shoot with the Sakura aesthetic. But Ritsu wasn't gonna let him get any good photos, as he sneaks him from the side, only for the camera to cut to him getting tossed like how Uncle Phil did Jazzy Jeff. Ritsu then hits the "How is this possible?" face, just to get hit with that shoulder meme, as he gets sent flying once again. Shimazaki then starts walking slowly like he's a slasher villain, but can't risk running as it might ruin his aura. And it cuts to Ritsu taking cover behind a car. Like, ain't no way. Wasn't he the one telling Sho to leave it to him? Now Bro's ducking after trying to move more confident. And after Ritsu takes a quick peek out of cover, Shimazaki hits him with the "Looking for me?" as he punts him against the car. Ritsu then tries to get his get back by slamming him with two cars. And I swear every time people use cars to attack, that shit never works. Instead, two civilians got hit with write-offs on a random Tuesday afternoon. That's tough. And Ritsu, knowing that move wouldn't work, starts looking for Shimazaki, who decides to drag Ritsu by his hoodie, flinging him into an alley-oop to himself as he hits him with an overhead smash. The camera quickly cuts to Mob fucking up some poison ivy-like creature and comes back to Ritsu still getting dogged around, showcasing why he's Lil Bro for a reason. Ritsu then starts yelling his resolve about how he wants to live a fun and peaceful life with his brother. And look at Shimazaki's face, he deadass could not give less of a shit, as he instead tries to finish him off with a bang. But he gets interrupted when he gets hit with a manhole, leaving a whole ass dent in his head. And at first, I thought it was my goat pulling up, but instead, it was whoever the fuck this guy is, as a bunch of misfits surround Shimazaki, including a dude in a suit equipped with the blicky, and Diane from 7 Deadly Sins if she got a mushroom top instead. And finally, their leader pulls up showing off the Puma sponsor. Bro's trying to get paid. And turns out it's just Bakugo if he took anger management classes. And thank fuck he pulled up, otherwise this lineup was looking atrocious. But these guys try to prove me wrong, as Shimazaki gets sneaked from behind and gets latched onto by the Diane lookalike. And from this angle, it deadass looks like Goku's the one choking this guy out. And with the legs all wrapped around him, like, oh nah, this hold is crazy. And speaking of the Goku, the Diane looking girl is really about to take one for the team, like what Goku did to defeat Raditz, as a random guy with the speed was about to turn her and Shimazaki into a human shish kebab. But just look at Bro's face, he hitting that Steph Curry 2022 finals grin. Ain't worried about a thing, knowing he about to pull a generational performance, as he just teleports away.
Damn, he really about to rock my shit.
Leaving the girl to get absolutely cooked. Shimazaki then sneaks the javelin guy while Taruki's hitting the superhero pose. But the camera revealed that Shimazaki was about to slime him out too, until he gets hit with the drive-by. He then gets comboed by the magician from before, who thought it was all clean, until he gets punted with a street sign. Agent Smith then presses BD out of cover, and tries to land some shots onto Shimazaki, but Bro's moving like Ben Simmons, as he's refusing to shoot. His delayed ass reaction allowed Shimazaki to hit him with the "Aren't you gonna shoot?" before manhandling the gun and punting him. And then he just gets kicked to the side. The disrespect is crazy. Shimazaki then gets jumped and then gets slammed with some earthbending. Taruki then predicts Shimazaki's teleporting pattern, but he just hits him with the... But it was actually just an alley-oop to the suit dude, who pulls a swing and a miss, as Shimazaki just aura farms on his head, stealing Goku's whole flow. Like I said, the disrespect is still crazy. So the camera quickly cuts to Sho fighting his Norman Osborn looking father, and all he's missing is the waves, and cuts back to Shimazaki emptying out the clip. Bro's moving like Android 17, he can teleport like an enderman, but he's still using the blicky on Cyclist. I respect it. The crowd then starts calling Shimazaki a teleporting merchant. They can't keep up, so they start hating. And that's when Shimazaki pulls out one of these, saying he could solo all of them with any telekinesis power, which he proves by clapping them one by one, without even having to move. That's when they realize that he really got a Psyche K type of bag. Taruki still thinks Shimazaki's a fraud, so he calls for that ISO, and Shimazaki just says bet, as he hits him with a two-piece combo. Then he drops him into a punt kick, and teleports a bit back just so he can get a running start. Taruki then tries to counter with some office equipment, but he just gets up smashed, and then gets caught, followed by a spike downwards and another punch. He got the terrain looking like an only up level, and as Bro continues his up up down down left right combo, it got me wondering, Is this one of the best showcases of teleportation in fiction? The only performances I can think of that comes close is when Whis dodged instant transmission and when Mechasonic obliterated the XM Rangers. Feel free to comment below any other examples. But maybe I spoke too soon, because Shimazaki starts exhausting his teleporting power for no reason, other than pure aesthetic at this point, which allows Taruki to catch his shit. Got him looking all befuddled. He tries to teleport and sneak Taruki from behind, but he predicts that shit as well. Taruki then starts monologuing on how he figured out Bro's bag, and Shimazaki tried to pull off a middle incredible mid-speech, but he reads it. He's too locked in now, Bro's in the zone. And to prove he's got this teleporting merchant all figured out, Shimazaki gets sneaked with the rock because he was off guard, and this one moment opened the floodgates for Shimazaki to get cooked, as Taruki starts off the combo with an overhead smash, which was followed by a gut punch from the Diane girl. They really got Shimazaki in a combo train like he in Battle of Z. This dude then saw the free licks that was happening and said he got next, preparing what I thought was a tri-beam, but nah, it's just a clip of electro balls. Bro launched 50 of those things just to make sure at least got one hit in. The magician is up next as he ties up Shimazaki, slams him into a building, then sends him blasting off Team Rocket style, sending him into an alley-oop of doom as he gets hit with a punch reminiscent of the United States of Smash. Like, oh nah. It looked like he got hit with the X-ray in Mortal Kombat. Shimazaki then looks all laid out, looking like how Raccoon did Gohan and Namek, and the whole gang of Espers are loaded up, ready to empty the clip. But just when they thought they called game, Shimazaki activates his Sharingan and just speed blitzes everyone. Like damn, bro got the same destroyer mode as Rin, and just before it looked like he was about to off everyone.
Huh?
Mob pulls up, pulling up with the most amount of aura possible with a bowl cut. And just when we thought we were about to get the greatest Esper vs Esper match of all time, Shimazaki gets sneaked by the GOAT. And nah, that's a crazy screenshot, bro got clipped. And after getting confronted by Reagan, who is so powerful you can't even sense his power, and Mob, whose aura is so immense, Shimazaki does the noble thing and admits defeat, talking about how much fun he had fighting, but Mob had to show him that this shit ain't all fun and games. Had bro so spooked he dipped the fuck out of there, and that shit had me crying. Bro did not stand on business, had me wondering where did the dog go.